Okay, so murder-suicide. That's one way to end a Nickelodeon television show. Yes, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the end of Season 1 of The Legend of Korra. Or Avatar The Legend of Korra, whichever you prefer. And, well, this is how it'll go. This will be the review for just these last two episodes, Skeletons in the Closet and Endgame. And we'll start with Skeletons in the Closet. In which case, the skeleton in the closet happened to literally be somebody hidden in a closet. Tarlok. We got the connection finally with him. Kind of, I think I had raised this, like, how the hell did Amon find his secret hideout? With it, of course, being that he was, well, spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen, Amon is Tarlok's brother, and he is a waterbender, and I'm really disappointed in that. I've stated I was hoping we never found out who Amon was, that it would be left up to speculation. Was he really who he said he was, or was he somebody else? I was even hoping we never saw his face, so it would constantly remain a thing of speculation. I think that would have been a much cooler way to end the character on. Instead, it turns out his name is Narlock, I believe. I think that's how they pronounced it. He's still Amon to me. But yeah, it turns out he is not only a waterbender, but a bloodbender too. Also, of course, being Yakon's son and the more prodigy child of Yakom. So, really, okay, big credit. I did not see it coming that the skeleton in the closet was going to be Amon's. Although a lot of people were saying that he's secretly a bender. And again, I'm disappointed in that because when you're going to have this kind of political undertone, to me it's cheap to make the villain a hypocrite. Make the villain actually committed to his political ideology. I mean, actually, he was committed to his political ideology. And apparently and it would have been nice if they at least done it. So what if I'm a bloodbender? I will be the last person to be demanded. I will take my own way once there's no more benders. He could have, tried something like that. Prove that he was truly committed to his ideology. And they did pretty much say that, as Tarlok was relaying the story, that he believes that Amon is legitimate in his beliefs. So at least they had that. He wasn't a complete hypocrite, but it did reek of a bit of hypocrisy. Like, oh, you're a bender, It would have been, I think, nice and a more bold move to just have it be that he was legitimately not a bender. Or he could have had it, again, doing with what some people had speculated, have it that he actually did sell his face. He sold his face and his bending in exchange for this ability. So it could have been an interesting turn of events. Instead of him revealing the face, he could have whipped off the mask and showed he had no face, and go, I am no longer a bender. I exchanged it for Ko. The spirits took both my face and my bending in exchange for my ability. That would have made it interesting. That would have been kind of cool too. But hey, we found out at the end, of course, the reveal. Also, we got a bit of a disappointment with the final battle. I mean, we got to see the airplanes and a lot of Pearl Harbor imagery with the fleet. I was still curious what their actual plan was after they got into the harbor, like how they were going to land troops and all that stuff. I think everyone wanted to see a much bigger battle happen, and I think everyone wanted to see a bigger battle. Almost have like the second episode be a big battle. I mean, the previous series had battles, so we were hoping for one. I mean, we did get a battle, no doubt. We got to see the planes bombing the hell out of the ships. And, of course, the season finale, of course, had the actual endgame episode. I was still hoping for a battle on that one. In the end, it turns out the fleet just kind of moseys on in and reasserts control. And, of course, well, okay, let's talk about really what happened at the end of Endgame. I really thought they were going for a really, really dark ending there, because they have Yakom and Amon escape, and not Yacomb, Tarlock, and Tarlock doesn't move. He does a murder suicide. They're on a speedboat. He sees one of the electric things. He's like, this has got to end. He grabs the electric glove, opens up the fuel tank, and zaps it, and they show the explosion, with the implication that both of them are dead. Which is, wow. Alrighty, that's like, geez, that's dark, man. That's really dark. End this sucker on a murder-suicide. Alright. And then, of course, Korra's bending was taken away, but I guess how it works is since she hadn't unlocked her airbending when it was taken away, there's a technicality where she then, when Mako was in trouble, she unlocked her airbending finally. She reached her lowest low and used her airbending to throw Amon out the window. And of course, Amon, to save himself because he's now drowning in the waters, he has to use his waterbending to get out, in which case he's revealed to actually be a waterbender. Again, he could have still, in my opinion, made the argument, hey, I am a waterbender. But, he could have tried to go have anything I said is untrue, about what bending and all this stuff. I know because I was part of the elite. Again, looking back in the, there's been plenty of revolutionaries who have been part of the upper class that they claim that they want to destroy. It's not historically unprecedented to have this. It doesn't delegitimize your complaint, your complaints about it. In fact, it can make it stronger. I know because I am part of them. It is all wink wink, hey, it's easier for benders. It could have worked. But, Korra had lost her other bending abilities. And, I don't know, for a little bit I was not feeling too sympathetic. I'm like, Korra, you at least still have airbending. Everyone else has nothing left. You lost 3, but you have one left. You're still a bender. I know, but she's grown up with all the others previously. But of course, as she gets to her lowest low, she finally has bearded Aang come talk to her and say, you've unlocked your spiritual side. And he kind of does his palm thing on her head, and it undoes Amon's bending. And of course, she goes around and then starts curing everybody. Well, she cures Lin, which I'm sure every fanboy is like, yay, Spider-Lin is back. People were pissed that she got her bending taken away. I mean, pissed. And that's good. It's good when you have something like that happen. It means there's emotion in the characters, and you get the fan base all like, oh my god. That's a good thing. That's good writing right there. But they take it away, and I think a lot of this has to do, unfortunately, though, I wish they kind of ended it on the dark note. Okay, you could have done the whole I love you and her kind of accepting that, maybe getting a sense of the spiritual side, but for her regaining the bending would have probably been a better second season. And I'm going to get into all of that in the Season 1 review. So you've now just watched episodes 11 and 12 review, the series finale. I'm going to do a second video, which if you check the description, I will put in the link, or at least the address if it's not on the sidebar for you. So check out the Season 1 review to get a summary of the entire season, as well as my speculation on Season 2. So please stay tuned for that. Signing off for now.